welcome to a brand new episode of Another Shit Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are here. This is our 40th episode. Oh, shit, I didn't even know we shot all these episodes. These episodes and time is just going and going, and the episodes keep on coming out. And based off what me and my special co-host guest last week talked about, the conversations we had last week, it looks like it carries over this week. The pettiness continues. It is part petty and also giving someone an opportunity because obviously Coi Leray is on the rise. She's doing her thing. And she seems that she did recently mention that she auditioned for Euphoria. So with her doing music, it does also seem that she has her eyes on, going beyond music. So maybe film, movies, TV shows, maybe that's something that she also has an eye on. So what am I talking about? So in the midst of the back and forth between 50 and Benzino, 50 posts Coi Leray to his IG and says he's about to put her on a TV show. We all know 50. He got the Power Universe, got the BMF show. He has multiple things going on right now. So he definitely could plug her in on any one of those shows. And she will also get an opportunity to, branch out and expand on her, rising star. But the main issue is she is the daughter of someone that doesn't get along with 50, and they've been going back and forth. And, obviously he kind of felt a type of way about seeing that. She commented on the post and seemed excited for it because obviously, even though her father has issues with this man, it's still an opportunity. You think if 50 officers are wrong, puts on TV, she is wrong, or she should stick with her father and not take this chance at opportunity, because it is opportunity. It seems like a legit opportunity, but it's also could be seen as a petty move by 50. What you rocking with, Bree?
I'm rocking with here another rapper trying to enter something that they should just not enter. Stick to the music. You're not even all the way there with the music yet. Like, get there with the music. I mean, I know she's popping, but she's not like she just got her feet.
No, she's a segment. So trying to say she's on the ride.
Right, but do one thing first. Conquer one thing first. Let's conquer the music world first, and then we'll work on other shit. Right now, conquer one thing first. I hate people who want to rush into other things. That's one. Two, the beef with her dad and 50. It's between her dad and 50. Money comes. You gotta walk where the money's walking. From what I hear, her and Benzino don't even have a good relationship. So why does it even fucking matter at this point? Like, it's not like there's any loyalty there. Anyways, she asked him to shut his big ass mouth when she was doing the Future with Nicki, and this nigga went and snitched to the whole fucking world. There ain't no loyalty there. So at this point, to me personally, get the bag, girl. Fuck what her dad says, but I just don't think she's ready for that world. I
see what you're saying, but I think also it's just it will help her ascend. She doesn't have to necessarily get like a big role. She could get a small role, but just that little small role could still boost her viewership and introduce her to other fans that don't know of her. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I understand what you're saying. Just work on the music, continue to build on the music aspect. But I'm just saying, like, if you go the music route, you decide to go the music route, you could also do the music, but and get a little role on one of the shows. Everybody hate or love 50. Everyone watches, his shows that's currently on.
And my whole thing is 50 doing this just to get under Benzino's skin? Like, I feel like 50's a troll, so he does shit to get under people's skin.
Realistically, I think it's a little both. I think it's a little of him, look how petty I can get real quick. And
right.
Also, being, I think 50 can really think she's dope. And I think
I
He's
think
like,
this
I'm
is
gonna give
all
opportunity.
pettiness. I feel like
Well, with
particular.
50's resume, you see how petty he could get, so everyone's gonna assume so. But I think it's a little both, but I think he genuinely is gonna give her opportunity, and it's not,
I just don't genuinely see him giving her opportunity. I just see him genuinely being 50 and being a troll, like because Vizino and him
well,
having. But see, I can't talk about this with you because I feel like you biased towards
no,
50.
no. Look, quick thing though. All right, for the point you're talking about, off the level of pettiness, right? The talk of doing it is one level of petty, but then to actually do it is another level of petty, and so, or if you're gonna say off that, if it's like that, he's definitely gonna put it on the show. Just cause, you know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
In that conversation, in that regard, he's definitely gonna do it.
Right, because he's petty. So at what point do you, see, personally, I wouldn't want to be involved with that shit. So I personally would not do it, because I personally wouldn't want to be involved in the pettiness between my dad and this dude. It's just me personally. But again, all I'm saying to you is that 50's not coming from a good place. Zena and her don't have a loyal relationship. So it comes down to technically what the bag is looking like. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For her to do it, I feel like the bag has to be like.
Yeah. I think it's a little. I think it's gonna be a little both. It's the opportunity, and the money's gonna be right. Because sometimes you just need that foot in the door. You get the foot in the door.
But I feel like the opportunity with 50 is not like, oh.
Everybody.
I don't feel like people who get roles like on Power is like, whoa, they doing movies now.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Not everybody. Well, some people do movies. Some people like doing TV shows. People like what they do.
Who else is doing TV shows?
I'm just saying, like, they all got their own. For the most part, everybody's getting spinoffs. Tommy got his own show.
They're getting their spinoffs under 50, but they can't leave the 50 universe.
They could if they want to.
Okay, who's left?
What do you mean?
What I mean.
Are you talking about like what everyone's doing post, like for the most part, post 50 universe?
After.
Yeah, post.
After.
Yeah,
now
post.
I know post, but I'm not talking about post. I'm talking about what other show as they doing the right now, Power universe.
I know Maury Hardwick had that movie on Netflix, the zombie movie on Netflix. He did that, which was a movie that got a lot of views on Netflix. I forgot her name. The actress that played Tasha, she stars in a TV show on ABC that's about the female rap group. What's the name of the show? I can't even think of the name of the show, but she's on that show. It's her. She's on it. Eve's on it. Brandy's on it. That's a TV show she got. The first season just aired. It had cameos up and down that show. It had like legit rap cameos. Who else? But for the most part, yeah, everyone's doing their thing.
I just think she should leave it alone, but that's just my opinion.
I'm saying like those are like the two main notable characters that left. Like there's no longer.
I'm just saying. Listen to me. I'm just saying. I think personally, she should just leave it alone. Nah, she has other stuff. She has other stuff going on for her that she just doesn't need to do this, and it's just messy. It's just fucking messy.
To keep a long story short, that's what it looks out. But you could turn it into something because it still will have this, still will have benefits.
I ain't talking to you when it comes about 50 because you so biased.
This has nothing to do with
Yes, this does.
No, I'm talking about the point I'm making because at the end of the day, she does this and she says she knocks out the park. People's gonna be watching that. That could open up another opportunity somewhere else. It doesn't have to be with 50. It could be with somebody else, and keep building after that. That's what I'm saying. I say do it if you feel like it's gonna be worth it. Trying to say like you feel like this is just gonna be some nonsense, and I can't get nothing out of it. You stay away from it because the headache ain't worth all the drama. But if you feel like you can take advantage and push through and keep expanding and ascending and branching out, go for it. That's what I'm saying. Because once you get your foot in the door, you're gonna open it up for a whole bunch of other things, and it gives her opportunity to. Because he said he's gonna put it on TV, doesn't specify or whatnot, how many episodes.
He gonna put her as a cap.
A what? He gonna put it as a what? I didn't catch that. I'm missing. You're laughing, so I don't.
I'm not gonna say it because that's mean.
You already said it. Right. You just not repeating it. You already said it. I didn't catch it though. You said it already. I guess when
he gonna put her as a caterpillar, the way her body is.
Oh my Lord!
I swear to God, I'm not body shaming.
Come on now.
It's just Johnny. You ever seen the videos of her twerking? It's funny as hell.
She's someone who likes to. She enjoys her dancing. She dances every time she gets a chance to.
She should. She should.
But with that, we're gonna move on to. You could say a clip that got viral. So Meg Stallion did an interview with Gayle King. The whole interview was released, or they've been releasing snippets, bits and parts. Because I know I seen the one part, and I seen a new part today. I don't know if the whole interview is out, but I think the whole interview is out.
I don't think so. I tried looking for it on YouTube.
That means it's just, yeah, it came out yesterday. 12 minutes. It's a 12-minute interview. Well,
I'm not gonna watch that shit for 12 minutes. Let me say something.
I'm gonna just talk about the one clip I saw, and then I seen the other clip from today. There's two different clips that I seen of the interview, but what I'll say, the first clip basically I saw is basically she, again goes on TV. She tells Gayle King, Tory Lane shot me, and she goes into detail telling how the story is.
He told her, "Run, bitch." I'm done.
But she's adamant.
I just feel like she was so dramatic. But go ahead.
I'm saying she's still adamant that her story is Tory Lane shot her. She doesn't.
Johnny, she's still got to be adamant. They still in the case.
Okay, but my point is, stuff happens. Stories change, but she's still. I'm just saying she's still.
But she's still in the middle of a case. It's not like the case is over. She's still in the middle of a case.
I understand that, but she's not planning on testifying against Tory Lanez, right?
I think she is.
I don't think she is.
I think they have like 3 or 4 more days, or like 3-4 more court cases. I think he says.
I'm gonna say, if she's not gonna testify, that's like in the way it's testifying without testifying. It could, what the word they say.
I think he's testifying, and I think she's testifying as well. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I remember in the beginning, before the whole process started, she said she wasn't going to testify. Oh, it's supposed to put is. Yeah, I don't think she has any plans to testify for the moment.
But you're not gonna find that online.
Yeah, they'll even though they've been keeping the details about this.
Right, it's not a public case. So like Kardashian and stuff, we don't know who testifies until after they testify.
Yeah, but no, that's true though. But my point was, I'm saying, but before this case came about, she did state that she wasn't going to testify when she first came out and said that.
But I think because Tory Lanez is going to testify, I think she's going to testify. But we won't know anything.
Yeah, we won't know until after the fact. But I don't think she's going to testify, which is I think kind of defeats the purpose of her coming out in an interview and saying this. Like if you're not gonna, because basically it's like testifying without testifying. So if you're gonna say this,
No, because testifying, you're under oath.
yes, that's true. But my point is,
With Gayle, she ain't under oath.
Yeah, no, that's again true. But what I'm saying is, the jurors in that case could go on YouTube and watch this. That's my point. So it's like the jurors could still see this, and I'm not saying they will,
Right.
but it could still sway a juror's decision. That's what I'm saying.
No, because it's not under oath. I don't think it can. Like, here's my whole thing, Johnny. I don't care if it feels like she's testifying. She actually looks stupid through that whole interview, and I think that's why she should have waited to do it.
I think she should have waited too, after the case was done. Yeah,
right. She looks really stupid. She was fake crying. Not one tear came out her eye. She's all fidgety. She's playing with her hair. She just like everything just looks so. It didn't look genuine to me. So personally, I just really didn't feel it.
No, I understand. I understand from the clips I've seen, but I think that's what I'm saying. So this releasing the interview now could backfire on her because again, when you do this, the world could see it, and the jurors could see it, and it might mess it up, and the defense team might want to go about it differently, and this interview could also help Tory Lanez in the long run because they could say that she's using this to like damage or pollute the minds of the jury, but I think she should have waited for the interview. I know she's saying that Tory Lanez been talking about it or he's been playing music about it, but I think as a whole, I think they both should just be quiet and let it play out. I know both parties feel like they have to say something because they want to,
defend their character.
Yes, defend their character. But I think at this point they should just, stay quiet, let it play out, and then when it plays out, come out and let it all out. If they choose to, or take whatever is handed to them and keep it moving. But it's crazy. Remember, I had the prediction. I said that it'll be over by like May or June. It was looking like I'm on the right trail. It might be over by the middle of May. Looks like it's gonna be in the middle of May. So my prediction, when this case is end, looks like it's gonna come through.
What's your prediction on who's gonna win?
I don't know. I can't lie to you. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't.
I just wanted to see who you was gonna say.
I really don't know. Because to keep it all objective, Tory could beat the case, and he could have still been the person that shot her, and Tory could be found guilty. Wait!
You're innocent in the court of law.
No, but listen. What? Let me just object. I'm just breaking down how it happens. Innocent people go to jail all the time. I'm not saying he's innocent, but it's innocent until proven guilty. But what I'm saying is Tory Lanez to be innocent and lose the case and found guilty, or he could be guilty, right, but found innocent. He could be actually someone who did the crime, but in the court of law, he beats the charge. That's what I'm saying. So, but it's innocent until proven guilty. I don't know who's going to win this case, and I'm just going to wait till it comes out, and I'm like, well, because that's all I'm saying. Objectively, if you just look at it, it could still be that.
Okay.
Because that's all I'm saying. But who you think he's gonna go to jail? You think they're gonna find him guilty? Do you think he shot her?
No.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure there's people that don't think that she's lying, and there's people that think he did it.
And this has nothing to do with me being a female and not taking a female side. This has nothing to do with that. It's just everything she did after he shot her just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's the story is just
It just doesn't make sense.
The information that was like, put out was just looked a little, but there's been accusations thrown on both sides saying that each side is making the stories look a sad way. But
I know, I get that. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I personally don't think he shot her, and that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna argue that because
Right, it's my opinion. You can't argue my opinion, Johnny.
you can argue opinions, but it's just gonna be fun. But what I'm saying is that, in all honesty, everyone's talking. There was only 4 people there, and one says one thing, one says another thing, and I don't know.
Low key, I was there too, but okay.
With that, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna keep the music. So there's been a drama-filled week for ASAP. They hit him with the cheating rumors, and he's on vacation.
Tomato.
But then he rides back in the United States, and then boom, as soon as he hits the United States, they got him in handcuffs and they arrest him for a supposed shooting back in 2021. But it's like, damn, he's just trying to enjoy his life. He got a baby on the way. Why all this?
It's because they can't. It's because they can't let him be great.
That's what it seems like, right? He had the rumors on him that's been proven false.
It's because niggas are hating that he got Rihanna's pregnant.
That's possible, but yeah. So he was arrested, but they released him. I think he was able to bail out, but he's being accused of a shooting.
Who do you think bailed him out?
Obviously, he has money, but he could bail himself out.
Okay.
Come on.
Damn, Johnny, you ain't gotta say it like that. I just said who you think bailed him out.
I'm pretty sure he posted his own bail.
You can't post your own bail, Johnny.
Yes,
you never seen the, no, you can't.
Yes, you can post your own bail. You have the funds. As long as they don't freeze your funds, you can post your own bail.
Okay.
Now you can post your own bail. Google.
All right.
Google
whatever you want to Google. I'm asking you, do you think he posts his own bail? I don't think he posts his own bail.
You could post your own bail, but you're basically saying you think she bailed him out. That's what you want. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure if he didn't have it, she would have bailed him out. But for the most part, ASAP has had a successful music career and he does other things. So I'm pretty sure he was able to post his own bail.
He had a successful music career?
ASAP, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, okay.
You don't think so?
If you think he had a successful career, okay.
Yes, he definitely has a successful music career.
Oh, okay. When we say successful, are we on the same understanding of successful?
I don't think we are. I think we're. I think me and you are looking at it 2 different ways. But since you brought it up, what's your, in successful? How do you look at success for music?
When I think of you thinking of successful career, I think your name stands on its own. Does that make sense? So like,
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Even though I personally don't like this person, Doja Cat, her name stands on her own. Like anybody who gets with her name won't change according to that person. So it won't be that's that person's girlfriend, Doja Cat. Like her name stands on their own. Like
no, I understand what you're saying.
Right. So with ASAP Rocky, his name don't stand on his own. It's now Rihanna's baby daddy, or before it was Rihanna's boyfriend.
Rihanna is bigger than ASAP, but his name does. I see what you're saying. Rihanna is bigger than him. Artistry-wise, yes, people around the world know who Rihanna is more than he does, and they would know him, but his name definitely stands on his own. It does, because he's like, he's done, fashion collaborations and stuff like that. So people know who ASAP is. ASAP Mob, That's what I'm saying. Obviously, Rihanna is the bigger name of the couple. She is, without a doubt, the bigger name. But if they wasn't together, people still know who ASAP Rocky is. That's what I'm saying. People know who ASAP Rocky is.
I know people who confuse ASAP Rocky with Travis Scott. All I'm saying to you
People
is,
say looking like that's different. You know what I'm saying? People say they look alike. That's it's not. That's just like if someone looks like someone, they confuse them.
I think what ASAP needs to do right now is sit out for a little while, worry about his baby, don't travel, don't go nowhere. Just him and Rihanna should be enjoying this time with her pregnancy, enjoying this time period. Um, I personally just don't see. I don't think he should keep traveling. I think he should just stay put and you know and just help out, get ready for that baby to come.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's been trying
Because
to do.
it seems.
No, I think that's what he's trying to do until his name got dragged into the false cheating rumors, then into the shooting accusation. But for other than that, it looks like he's trying to just live his best life and wait till his baby arrives on this planet and enjoy himself. But seems like people got other plans for him. They want to throw dirt on his name and then facing accusations. So, but I think for the most part, that's what he's trying to do.
Then he should really just sit down and not travel and be going places. I personally just feel like when you're about to have a baby, you should just be sitting down, chilling, relaxing, and just doing that part. I don't know. It's so hard to talk about this court case because it just happened. Like he was just arrested, he got bailed. We don't really know. I mean, we know the charges, but we don't know like the circumstances under the charges. We don't know what's going on with that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little more difficult to talk about it because we don't know what's going on.
Both them, but for the most part, is he's a person of interest in the shooting that took place. So
Right.
And everything else will reveal itself.
Yeah, because we don't even know what makes them think that. So at this point, it's confusing. That's all I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but we're gonna move on to we're gonna keeping it music. Another controversial thing. Trey Songz hit with a $5 million lawsuit for groping a woman. As someone else whose name has been, hit with a lot of stuff these past few months. But yeah, he's been hit with a lawsuit for groping. He's been charged $5 million. I said charged, so he's fucking that up. His accuser is seeking $5 million in the lawsuit. I think they posted a picture with it and everything, but
I saw a video.
I'm saying, maybe it sticks, maybe it won't, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about like is going out. What I'm saying, what I meant by that is maybe they'll settle outside of court for an undisclosed amount that we don't know about, and it just goes away, or it sticks around, still settles, but then opens the door to other stuff. Remember, Trey has been someone who's been accused of certain things, and his behavior and other stuff. We talked about it on the episode last week. They feel like in the next few years there might be a documentary that details how bad he's been treating women throughout his career. But that's what I mean. Like if it sticks, it can open the door to other stuff, or it's just gonna silently go away. Yeah.
Because Keke Palmer told people this was who he is. It's Johnny. It comes to the point where they now got him on videotape whooping this girl, right? And I'm just at a point where Trey Songz keeps putting himself in these predicaments where he is a he's doing dumb shit to have these women talk about him and press charges against him and all this stuff. I feel like you would think after this one, after the court case, the last court case where they said that he was a rapist and that it was dismissed, that he would be like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit my ass somewhere and I'm just gonna chill out. No, he goes and gropes a girl's breast. Like, you get what I'm saying to you? At some point, you have to.
I don't know if that happened recently. I think it happened in thing, but it's just now, I don't think it was something that happened in the midst of everything that's going on. I just think it's been filed after the fact.
I think it happened.
Trey Songz lawsuit. Oh no, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, 2013. It happened in August 2013. So yeah, it happened almost 10 years ago. So that's what I'm saying. In the midst, he could be chilling, but for the fact that he's been accused of certain things, it's just the doors opening, so they just come in with everything.
I just I don't know. I want to see how this is gonna play out.
That's what I'm
Because
saying. You're just gonna see how it plays out because, like you said, I seen like a photo of it. You said you saw the video, and the the accuser seems to have proof of what from what you see is like is proof, but what happens after the fact is what we gotta see. That's why I said, is it gonna stick or is it gonna just quietly go away?
right.
Because if it sticks, it's gonna be more of an issue. If it quietly goes away, people are gonna forget, and then when he gets accused of something else, maybe people remember, oh, remember he was accused of that, or people are like, damn, accused of something else again, another thing. But all innocent until proven guilty, but he got hit with another lawsuit.
Unfortunately, his like accusations have come from people in the industry as well as people like regular people. So that's where it becomes very difficult because people in the industry like have like this title on him and they say this is what he is and all that stuff. So I just feel really like bad for him um because there's no coming back from that. Because nobody in the industry want to fuck with him now.
I can see that, but I don't think people won't fully detach themselves from him till it gets further. But for the time being, I'm pretty sure he still got his industry friends.
Mm. It's the same thing with Kels when Kels got it
That's what
convicted
I'm
of
saying. Like,
that.
so it should hit the fan. I'm pretty sure he has industry supporters. I'm pretty sure he still has industry supporters.
From what I've seen online, he doesn't because nobody want to be caught up in the mess with him. You get what I'm saying? Nobody want to be caught up.
No, I'm saying that's understandable. I'm just saying, but he could still have secret supporters that they will support him as long as it never comes up to the light of day.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but nobody wants to be around that because of said charges. Nobody wants to get nowhere near him. But I'm just saying he might still have a secret supporter or two. But we're gonna transition as we're transitioning. Some news broke today we cover everything culture. So Bad Bunny is set to play the first Latino Marvel superhero in the Marvel universe. He's gonna play El Muerto. And the film is slated to come out in 2024 as a character in the Spider-Man universe, or it's introduced to Spider-Man universe. Sony is coming out through Sony. Sony has put out a Venom movie, and Sony has put out a Morbius movie that has nobody definitely didn't watch. But shout out to Bad Bunny, and if
I'm ready to give Marvel these motherfucking hands. Sorry.
Well,
and I'm gonna tell you why. They keep skipping over the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's coming through. The difference is the movie I just mentioned is coming out through Sony. Obviously,
I know.
Marvel
Sony movie sucks.
Have a say, but it's gonna come out through Sony. Guardians of the Galaxy should be on its way.
I'm just saying, Sony movies suck.
It's coming soon, but they definitely do. And Sony doesn't have a good track record besides the original Spider-Man trilogy. It came out with 2 very good Spider-Man movies. Yes, with Tobey Maguire versus 2 Spider-Mans. Yes, it's okay, Bree. It's okay. But talking about, you said you was gonna get Marvel these hands. Unfortunately, someone was harassing and basically poking the bear with Mike Tyson on an airplane, and Mike Tyson,
How you gonna skip over the fact that you said Spider-Man had Sony did 2 great Spider-Man?
They did.
So you gonna say
Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. The first 2, good. That's Sony. That was Sony. The first 2 Spider-Man.
I know who it was.
So I'm guessing you're not a fan of the original Spider-Man. Hey.
It was bad. And now that they putting Bad Bunny in it, shows that they don't have any good you can't skip over this like that, because again, we go back to these artists who don't have any track record of acting.
Well, I'll put it
and y'all trying to give them big roles when, again, have you ever seen Bad Bunny act?
Actually, I think he was in a movie though. He was in a movie. Bad Bunny was in a movie.
Did you see the movie? Did you see the movie?
Yeah, just popping up in my head.
Look it up, Johnny, because I don't think you saw the movie. I think you're sitting here lying.
No, I'm not. Let me a second. He's already on the movie that's already coming out. Mm-hmm.
What movie is that, Johnny?
It's a Brad Pitt movie. It's called Bullet Train. Yeah, it's Brad Pitt movie that's coming out, Bullet Train. It's like everybody trying to get like a suitcase, and there's a plane full of like assassins. But let me scroll down. It's got a lot of music videos. He was in Fast 9, but I ain't watched Fast 9 yet.
Was he in Fast 9? I watched Fast 9.
Yeah, it says they give him a credit.
I think it might be the music. I don't remember seeing Bad Bunny in Fast 9. I
guess his role was he was a cameo appearance because it says "look out," so he was probably someone that was looking out. Like, but I could have sworn I seen him in the movie. I guess I was bugging. But I did see the trailer of the Bullet Train, so maybe that's what Bullet Train didn't come out yet. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. As long as they put the effort in it, that's all that matters.
It does matter. Yeah, we have to stop taking artists who are rappers and singers and thinking because they could do like rapping and singing that they could be actors and actresses.
I know, I'm saying your point, but
Especially when it comes to a superhero movie.
the one thing I could tell you, Bad Bunny definitely did wrestling, and he actually took it serious, and he actually looked good doing the wrestling. He appeared on WWE, and he actually looked like someone who knew what he was doing. So that means he still. I understand what you're saying. They used him as he's a celebrity name. They used his name, but he still took the effort to put the work in and still make it, that not look like, oh, he was just given the opportunity. He still put the work in to make it look like, oh shit, it's believable that he could do this. So therefore, with that same effort, I expect him to take that same effort with the movie.
Okay. Okay.
You give an opportunity, but you still got to, showcase why you got the opportunity. Most people don't want to.
I don't think he has the talent to showcase it. But hey,
we shall see. Sony don't really got a good track record from. When it comes to these superhero movies, they don't really got a great track record.
But he could have been in Morbius. We don't even know.
I didn't watch Morbius. I will eventually, but I didn't watch Morbius.
Okay. I thought maybe because now you go to the movies, you're going to watch that.
And I had no interest in watching movies. Even with me being able to go to movies, I had no interest in watching that movie.
Okay. But you might have interest of watching this movie with Bad Bunny.
I do actually have interest in watching this movie with Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay. So you like movies with bad taste. Okay.
It's intriguing. It's new. It's not like a big it's not a big name, but I have interest in watching it. But what I was gonna say, 2 weeks from now, definitely be in the movies watching Doctor Strange 2, because that movie is gonna be crazy. But we're gonna end that conversation, try to hit you with a nice transition, but you wouldn't gloss over the fact I said the first 2 Spider-Man movies were
I'm sorry, Johnny.
I thought I had a decent transition, but we're gonna transition to this anyway. But like I was saying previously, someone who was harassing and poking the bear that is Mike Tyson on an airplane flight, got up close and personal and found out why not to bother that man and leave that man be. It could have been a way worse situation. It could have been worse. He could have got a way worse beating than he got. Could have, but But when that incident took place and it hit,
why does it make a difference that he reacted in violence with this guy and it's justifiable, but when Will Smith did it, it wasn't justifiable?
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
It's not the same thing. Okay. Because it's completely not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not. But
I'm just wondering why it's not the same thing.
Because one's a comedian and one was someone that was invading someone's personal space and harassing them at the same time.
So was it not for him to be an adult and get up and tell the flight attendants?
No, because he knows what he's capable of. You poke the bear, you're going to get the reaction.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you if someone's irritating you, someone's bothering you on a flight.
He could have.
Is it not? Okay.
He could have.
It's not if he could have. Is it not his responsibility to get up and tell the flight attendant so that if they don't handle it, then he can react in violence? But his first reaction shouldn't be to react in violence.
I'm pretty sure his first reaction wasn't, because it went. You see, the man was agitating and kept it going. So obviously he kept okay. He kept ignoring it, so got to a point he couldn't ignore it no more.
Right. Instead of, again, you're missing my point. Instead of ignoring it, shouldn't he have not went to the flight attendant so they could deal with it?
So what they were going to do? If the flight was where was going to put him?
They could have put him anywhere. They could have moved him to regular class.
But that's saying there was seats available in regular class. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you wouldn't know unless you talk to them, right?
We don't know. It wasn't revealed if he talked to them or not.
I'm pretty sure he did not talk to no flight attendant.
At the end of the day, he poked the bear and he got what he got.
But again, it's the same thing with Will.
No,
you
not.
poke a bear, you annoy the person.
No,
why isn't it okay to? Why is it okay for anybody to result in violence?
The difference is between both situations is the fact that Will Smith actually knows Chris Rock. They know each other. Tyson doesn't know this man.
It doesn't have anything to do with personal relationships, Johnny.
Yes, it does.
It has to do with everything with how you react to a situation.
Yeah, because you gotta understand.
If I was a regular person and I was sitting on a plane, okay?
And I'm harassing you.
And they were harassing me, and I turn around and I put hands on the person who's harassing me.
You wouldn't be wrong.
I would get, yes, but I would get taken off the plane and put on a no-fly zone for using violence on the flight. So my question, yes, you would. There's been times where people yell at each other on the plane and they both get taken off and they're on the no-fly zones when you watch these videos online. My question to you is, why can he result into violence because he was being being annoyed by this other passenger? And it's okay. Violence is violence. It's even if you're poking the bear. People have been poking Will Smith for the last year and a half. So why is it not okay for him to react on violence?
It's not the same thing, but at the end of the day, that man made the grown man choice of to provoke the man he provoked.
Johnny, I think that's a lot of bullshit. I think that it is though, because if your reaction to it because someone's annoying you is to respond in violence, do you get what I'm saying to you? Then you're not in the right.
But Tyson, I'm pretty sure was giving him warnings before it got to that point. While Will Smith gave the warning after he took the violence act. That's the difference. I'm pretty sure Tyson.
Okay, so let's take Will Smith out of it. Again, as a grown ass person, do you not think it would have been a smarter choice for him to get up and tell the flight attendant, I want to change my seat, or y'all need to change this man's seat? He's Mike motherfucking Tyson.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure
if they're on a flight, where are you gonna put him if there's nothing available? And he's still going.
Johnny, I'm pretty sure there was a seat available for that man. I'm pretty sure there was another seat available for that man. I think because he's Mike Tyson, everybody's looking at him like, oh, he's Mike Tyson, so.
No, listen. I understand the point you're making. I understand. You're basically saying, like, take the celebrity out of it. Would you still think what he did is right or wrong if you take the celebrity out of it? What I'm telling you is, celebrity or not, as long as there was proof of him doing what he was doing, he wasn't in the wrong.
I'm telling you that if that would have been a regular person and he would have used violence on that plane, whether that passenger behind him was annoying him, he would have been taken off in handcuffs and he would have been put on the no-fly zone.
But look, what I'm saying to you is, even if that happened, I still don't think that person would have been wrong. That's what I'm trying to say.
I do, because I don't think violence is called for because you're being annoyed. I'm annoyed every day at work. So I can use violence if I tell the person stop. And I tell the person stop twice.
I don't know what you're saying, but it's not the same thing.
How? But you just said he was being annoying to him. And at work, people are in my personal space. So if that's the case, I'm allowed to throw hands because you're in my personal space, one, and two, you are annoying me.
Because it's just like if you're on public transportation, it's just you're on the transportation thing. Obviously, you have your space. You're coming out of your way to come mess with me. As nothing, you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so if I'm on the train and someone comes out of nowhere and starts messing with me, I have a right to put hands on them.
Yes.
If they didn't put hands on me, they're just annoying me. I have right to put hands on them, Johnny.
My point My point is, if you have a chance to leave the situation, you can. Where was he gonna go on an airplane?
Again, you keep saying that, but there was different ways he could have handled that. There's flight attendants there to help support passengers feel comfortable, and he's motherfucking Mike Tyson. You're missing the point because you just proved my point. If I'm on a train and someone comes in my personal space, I have a right to either walk away, call someone to help, or just leave it alone or sit there and get annoyed. But I do not have right to put my hands on someone just because they're annoying me. So that means every time someone annoys you,
more than that. It's definitely more than that because annoying and harassment is two different things. And if you continually harass someone and someone put hands on you for you harassing them, what you expect was going to happen?
Listen, I think what we forget here is Mike Tyson is a fighter, and again, his hands are deadly, and again, he should not be calling on violence to fix any of his problems, and if he should, then he should get in some kind of repercussions for that. And I'm sorry,
supposedly he threw a bottle at Mike Tyson, but he
again.
That's an act of violence. That's an act of violence. If you throw a bottle at someone,
Tyson had every opportunity to get up and talk to the flight attendants.
Listen, at the end of the day, he's human.
And if Mike Tyson don't want to be bothered, he needs to take private jets.
And yeah, if you don't want to get beat up by Mike Tyson, leave that man alone.
I don't think those two go together.
It's simple. He could have, he made the choice, walk with the man, and the man chose the wrong one to do it with. That's in life.
What we saying is because someone throws something at you and someone acts an annoying matter, you have every right to use your deadly hands that you have been learned and taught to use to kill or to destroy people. We should allow him to do that because that's just what it is.
I'm not saying I'm not saying you should allow him, but the man made that choice. He made that decision.
Right. For every action there's a reaction. I get that. But his reaction shouldn't have been to use violence. But
it happened, He's lucky that, what I'm trying to say? It doesn't look like Tyson gave him, he whooped him, but he didn't whoop him. And that's what I'm saying. He's lucky he was able to, at the end of that, walk and live his life. Because Tyson could have, if you want to be, serious, Tyson could have really put him in the hospital, but he didn't.
Right. So we okay with that.
It's not about being okay. It's just like sometimes it's thing. He chose to go that route. And that's why it took place.
Okay.
That's it. And I understand what you're saying. He's professionally trained and everything, but man has been retired almost 20-something years. But listen, if you don't want that to happen to you, keep it pushing, mind your business, and keep it going. Yeah. All of it could have been avoidable. I agree with you. All could have been avoidable, but at the end of the day, people are human, stuff happens. And he picked the wrong person to mess with.
Okay. Will Smith is human. Shit happens.
No, he doesn't get the same pass.
People human. Shit happens.
People are human. But what I said, like I said, he snapped, but he doesn't get the same pass.
Okay.
He snapped, but he doesn't get the same pass.
Okay.
That's how I feel. He doesn't get the same pass.
Okay.
But with that, we're gonna, trends. Now since we're talking about fighting, we're gonna slide over to the thing. And again, the baby comes out with some footage of him swinging on his own harness. I don't know what took place. If you watch the video, you can see some type of an argument took place. I don't know the full details of the argument, but it just seemed, again, It seems every other month or two he's in a situation, but this situation he's on videos swinging on his own artists. Thoughts on that?
I mean, people have said he's violent, so he's just proving everybody right. I mean, I just personally, he really threw hands with that guy. Like, I'm looking at the video and I'm just like, yo, he really throwing hands. Like, this is not like no push and no shoving kind of like
He swung
altercation
on
where
him.
you
He swung on
right.
him.
It's not. You know how you get those like the push altercations or the shoving altercations where like you just shoving each other.
Push off and it's like they start
Right.
tussling and then nope.
No, not even like wrestling. Like you just push and the other person push and then you push and then another person push and then they come and break it up and then it's just like a pushing game, right? I'm like, yo, that shit is not even that. That shit is like
he
came from around the corner and he just swung and the guy swung and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, does the baby not know? I'm sorry, this is giving me a headache. Does the baby not know like there's cameras around and there's people around? No, he don't care. He literally swung.
I don't think he cares. I was gonna say I don't think he cares.
Like this, I'm watching this and I'm just like, yo, he really swung on that person. Like whoever that artist is, I feel so bad because
that artist is actually signed to the baby. That's his artist.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like the artist at one point like thought about it. You know, like when you think about hitting someone, like you have that moment of just like you freeze, like what the fuck, and then but then you realize that person is about to attack you, so you attack back. I don't know if you've ever seen that, like so you have that moment of like, oh, like
I know what you're saying. It looks like it was like because obviously at the end of the day he's signed to the person, so
right.
It's like if he chooses to put hands, it could overall end up bad for him in the long terms of it. I see what you're saying, but
not only that, he hesitated. Yeah. Like he had a moment of hesitation. Like it was like
he swung, but then he doesn't. They both threw one punch and then they got separated. But it could have been more punches thrown. I see what you're saying.
No, but what I'm saying to you is when the baby swung, he had a moment of hesitation, like, yo, this is the fucking baby. And then it like clicked, like, yo, he's a nigga. And like he then went to go hit him, right? So it was like I'm watching the video and I'm thinking to myself, he had some kind of respect in his head for the baby. And it switched off the minute he realized like the baby's trying to hit him. Like you get what I'm saying to you? Like
he's like,
I don't know.
I signed to you, you're my boss, but now you just took a step too far. Whatever happens, happens.
Right. I personally I don't know. I think the baby had a rough 2 years. I think he should sit down because the way he looks in the industry right now just looks messy.
It hasn't been a clear journey ever since the Rolling Loud comment.
Right. He had that. Then he had the problem with him bringing Tory Lanez on the stage when he knew Tory and Meg was supposed to stay a certain amount of feet away from each other, right? Then he had beef with Meg in the last few months. Then he's had the thing with Danny Lee. Danny Lee, yeah. So Danny Lee. Then he had the beef with her brother, and then he now resurfacing, even though it was years ago. The fight.
He had the house intruder. He shot the person that.
Wait, because I haven't got to that. Yet. Then the footage of a few years ago, Walmart, even though he went to court for that and everything, but that happened. Then he had the home invasion where he shot at some. I think you know what I think. I think whoever's baby's publicist or manager should just tell him. I think you should just sit down. You should just relax. Let's not keep poking the fucking bear. Like, let's just have a moment where we just have a moment of calmness. Like, he's just been a lot of shit lately. Like, he's starting to look like a fucking troll.
He's definitely been through a lot of stuff.
Right. So I'm just thinking maybe he should just take a few minutes and be with his kids, regroup, do some kumbaya, my lord, and just
And I see what you're saying. You definitely, when all the shit is going on, just continue to put your music, but just like, just chill out because you got a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
With all the stuff that's coming out, obviously, but.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, but I see what you're saying. Definitely, I'm saying.
It just looks so messy. He's starting to look really messy.
It's just like every other month, it's a negative headline, and he seems to be involved.
Right.
But, hopefully, it calms down. He's just able to live his life. You don't got to deal with none of the stuff. But at the pace he's going, maybe a month or two, we'll be getting more headlines of another incident or whatnot. The pace he's been, for everything that's going on. That's the pace he's been at. But we're going to transition to the Kardashians versus Black Chyna. So they've been, the past couple of days revealing the details of the lawsuit battle between Black Chyna and the Kardashians, and I'm pretty sure with these details coming out, they're definitely gonna make the TV show. But with this, I don't know if that's people manipulating the narrative, but from the stuff that's been leaked out to the masses, doesn't look like anything's going Blac Chyna's way. It's a lot of stuff.
What we talk about, Johnny? What stuff has been leaked?
You got obviously she admitted to never paying taxes.
Never paying taxes.
That.
Get to the good part.
She put a gun out on Rob Kardashian. She choked him.
She choked him with an apple core.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but it's funny. Because if you know that they have proof of all of this, I would not be taking them. First of all, let's go back, okay? Johnny, I don't know if you ever watched the Chyna and Rob show on E! Pretty sure you did it, right? I'm safe to say that.
I never watched the episode, but I've seen clips on
But you've never watched the whole season, correct?
No.
I'm safe to say
yes.
You never watched the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that whole season, right? Because at that time, I was like, I'm gonna give Blac Chyna a chance, whatever, right? That whole fucking show was a mess, okay? A whole fucking mess. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Rob left that fucking show to get his mental state good, because in that show, it just wasn't there, right? That was one. Two, I didn't think it was going to be picked up for a second season because it sucked, okay? I didn't personally think it. 3, the show she did by herself also sucked. Assholes. I mean, buttholes. I mean, Johnny, there's nothing good to say about the Blac Chyna show on Zeus, right? So with that being said, I don't understand why she's taking them to court about them cutting or making the show end sooner. Nobody thought that they were gonna have another show. The first one sucked. I just don't believe that the Kardashian had anything to do with the ending of that show, Johnny. I just don't. Plus, I think they both needed just to separate, and it couldn't be a show, the Rob and Chyna show, if there was no Rob.
That's understandable. It's definitely understandable, but
now let Rob had put a gun to her head, or Rob took a apple cord and wrapped it around her neck.
Of course, the narrative and everything would be definitely different. But I'm just saying, through these court proceedings and the information that's been put out, I feel like it's definitely seems to be more detrimental to Blac Chyna than beneficial. It's definitely information that's coming out. It's not looking, too good. Even with the what was the most recent one that came out? I think today or yesterday. Supposedly, while Kylie Jenner testified that when she was in a relationship with Tyga, that he had a scar on his arm, and it's supposedly from a stab wound from Blac Chyna. So it's just Even though that's like it could be anything. That could be a reach. That's not, you know, concrete proof. That's someone telling someone else. No, trying to say it's not really much concrete.
Right.
But ever since this court case opened and they've been going back and forth in court, not a lot of bad things on the Kardashian part has been coming out, but it's just a lot of stuff for Black China is definitely looking in negative. And it just looks like this court case is not going the way she thought it would go, and it looks like it's going bad, in my opinion. I'll start looking at it. I don't know what's really going on, but from what's been leaked and been told to the masses and what's we can see, it doesn't look like it's going well for her.
Again, all I'm saying is, Johnny, I watched the show and I personally didn't think it was going to make a second season. Mm-hmm. So I personally don't think Kardashian had anything to do with it. I just didn't think that it was going to make a second season because Rob just looked like he was over it. Like, and there's no fucking show without Rob.
That's what you're saying, yeah.
So when I heard about this court case, I'm like, this was the dumbest shit she's ever done. Because the producer went on the stand and said there was no talk for no second season. Mm. And it had nothing to do with the Kardashians. They just didn't want to sign her for a second season. She was really impossible to work with. Mm-hmm. So I don't get what's the court case about, but it's entertaining as fuck. And I must say, mm-hmm. I love the entertainment that the Kardashians and Blac Chyna bring, and so they should make sure that this gets into the show because this shit is funny. God help me. But I know you don't think it's funny, but I find it hilarious.
It's definitely funny.
So
it is definitely funny.
Plus, I don't think Kim wants to be there. She want to be with Pete Davidson somewhere. But I'm going to laugh at this because she really tried to sue them for $4 million. Is it 1.4? Or was it 14 million? Is it 14 million? I know she's suing them for a lot of money, Johnny.
Oh.
Is it 14 million? No, it's not 14 million. Is it 14 million? I know she's suing them for a lot of money.
Blac Chyna.
Is it 14 million?
I got you right now. Suing.
Sorry, my allergies.
Oh, she's going for $100 million.
Oh.
NBC News. She's going for $100 million.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's a lot of money.
I thought it was 14.
Bree, that's a lot of money.
I thought she was only for 14. I was way off.
I was about to say maybe 20, maybe 25. I was gonna say that off the top of the head, but then when I think MC News, she's suing.
But you know what? It makes sense because if you collectively take from Khloe, Kim, Chris, and Kylie, they could come up with 100 million.
If she wins, yes. If she wins.
No, I'm just saying it made smart to her to aim high. All of them collectively.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, like, chances of her winning is not looking too great, Bree.
So we say.
True. That's just for what's been released to the masses. Yes, correct.
Right.
Correct. But with that being said, we're going to move on. We're going to see how that plays out. We're going to transition to, a topic that probably, everyone has what they feel about it. So David Banner feels that Jack Harlow's whiteness boosts his his overall career or his yeah. So basically, their band said him being white boosts his career. You agree or do you disagree?
Nah, I'm gonna let you take that one.
So you gonna let me take that one?
Yeah, because I don't really. You're gonna laugh, but I really don't know him. Like,
Oh, I understand what you're saying. You don't. You're what you're saying is you don't think he's big enough, so you don't understand if you can say that or not because you don't know who he is outside of this comment being made. But
right, I try to look up his music and stuff. I'm talking about the white boy.
yeah, Jack Harlow.
Right.
What
I didn't.
what I would say is I could see what he's saying. At the end of the day, Jack Harlow's white. He does hip hop, so hip hop is obviously music predominantly done by black people. So therefore, when you're not you're from of different race, obviously you gotta be decent enough because you're like you're the guest. So, but I can see when he says like him being white boosts his career.
So why he didn't do a song with Eminem?
Two different types of genres of music.
Okay.
Not saying it won't happen before, like it won't happen in the future or whatnot, but they make two different types of music.
I'm talking about David. I'm talking about
You're talking about David Banner?
Yeah.
What? Again, I don't know, but I don't think he's actively rapping anymore.
So then, why would this white boy help his career now?
No, he's saying no. What he's saying is the fact that Jack Harlow is white is helping boost Jack Harlow's career. His whiteness is basically boosting his success in hip hop. That's what he's saying. It has nothing to do with Dave Bennett. Dave Bennett's just saying the fact that Jack Harlow's white is boosting his career.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. That's what he said. He said, I'll read it again. Scroll up. Yeah. Do you think someone like Jack Harlow, his whiteness is a benefit to his career? The photographer asked David Banner and quoted, David Banner said, of course. White people's whiteness is a benefit to them everywhere in the world. I mean, systematic racism is all over the world. But aren't the consumers of rap mostly sort of And David Banner said, no, they're white kids. So basically saying like I guess he's saying Jack Harlow won't be as big as he is currently, because he's a star on the rise. Obviously, he's new. He hasn't been around that long, but he basically saying because he's white, he's where he's at. And in the long sense of everything, yeah. So with the context, do you agree or you still sticking to since you don't really know who Jack Harlow is, you can't see, you can't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who he is.
So you basically
I don't know how big he is for me to give my opinion about his career. But what I would say is that I do think that white people get the benefit of the doubt. And that's why most black people who are mixed, wink, wink, they tend to identify with their white side so that they can get the benefits of being white. And you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Say that again?
Which part?
The last sentence. You said, I know who you're talking about. That last sentence. And I'll be able to be like, I now know who you're talking about. The last
sentence. Okay. There are mixed people in the industry who would not identify as black, but who are mixed with white and black, but won't identify as black because they will use their white side to get the privileges that the white side bring.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
Right. And then I said, you know who I'm talking about.
And then that's why I asked, who are you talking about? Because I really don't know.
Oh, Dojo Cat.
Okay, then definitely know what you're talking about. It is what it is, but
he don't want to talk about that.
What?
So I don't see. She is mixed, but won't identify as black. But then we will use, again, she used her white side to identify with to get to the places that she wants to get to. But then us as black people want to oh, she's the best at this and that and this, and it's like, but she doesn't even identify with us. So I don't see the difference on what he's doing. If he's using his whites, well, he's white, so if he's using his white card to like get to where he needs to be and want to be, what's the difference of these kids who are mixed? Like, I'll give you another example. Damn, what's her name? She's married to Prince Henry. Huh?
You said she's married to Prince.
Yeah.
Meghan Markle. She's married to
Prince. So. She never identified with her black side until she's marrying the prince, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's black," but she never really identified with her black side, and so she used her white side to get where she wanted to be. So I don't see the difference on why, unfortunately, even in the rap culture, white people use it when it's convenient for them. Do you not like? Is that not true? I'll give you another example. Miley Cyrus.
Okay. Oh, she's definitely
she used the black card. Right. She used the black card when it was convenient for her to get into the crew. But the minute that it started to get a little, she was like, "Oh, I'm white. I'm back to country music."
Yeah, that she definitely she tapped into the hip hop community, and then when she detached, she shitted on the hip hop community.
Right.
That's one clear example, but to my point is
Justin Timberlake is another one.
I don't know, but I didn't see anything of it. But my side one, I remember her statement basically saying it was. She basically shitted on the hip hop community when she stopped messing with the hip hop community. I guess now she messes with the hip hop community. I don't know, confusing. But my whole point is, I can see what David Bannon is saying, but to my point is, Jack Harlow, someone who's on the rise. He's not, like you said, you didn't even know who he was, previous to the conversation. So that obviously means he still has some lengths to grow before he's more. No, he's actually going to be in the movie. Maybe that's going to upstart his starness, and push him to more households and more people knowing about him. But I can see David Bannon's point. But I just, like you said, maybe it doesn't show yet because he's not big enough yet for it to really, you can really see it on the levels like it really affects you.
But my whole thing is, what is David Beckham's point? That he using his whiteness to.
I was assuming he's saying if it wasn't for his whiteness, people wouldn't check for him. That's off how I assume it. But for the most part, like I said, his type of music. You brought up Eminem. They make two different types of music, but Jack Hall makes kind of music for what people.
The only reason why I said Eminem because Eminem was another white artist who blew doing what.
Yeah,
hip hop artists have done all their lives.
No, but my thing.
So did he use his whiteness to get where he wanted to be? Because if you're gonna say that about one person, then you gotta say that about all white people who are in the hip hop world.
I'm pretty sure if he feels that way about him, he probably feels the same way about the other. I can't speak for him. I don't know that's how he feels.
I just feel like that. I doubt that. I feel like he feels like Eminem.
You don't think?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I was gonna say you don't think David Bannon would say the same thing about M that he said about Jack?
Nope.
That's possible.
I think he thinks Eminem has set a level of like talent, but I
Standard.
don't think he.
We set
Right,
a
I
bar
don't.
standard. Okay.
Right, I don't. But I don't think he thinks the same thing about. I think he thinks Jack Harlow is like a gimmick. Here's another white boy who's coming into the industry rapping, and because of that, he's using his whiteness to gain popularity. But I don't think he. If they would have asked him about Eminem, I don't think he would have said that.
Oh, okay. I was saying this. You just feel like he has probably more respect for M than he does for Jack Harlow, which is
Right.
understandable. But what I say is Jack Harlow makes music for for like current times. Like if you're into like current today music, his music is like more. His music, his sound is different. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay. I don't know what that means.
no,
Are we
I
talking
mean
about like the drill music that now is
oh no,
playing?
he doesn't make that music. He doesn't make that music. Well, I'm saying like, what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of like the word. What's the term? There's a term for it. It's just not clicking in my head right now.
But that's what I'm trying to understand. Like again, there's been so many people in the industry. Why not say I think all white people do it. Why pick out just him? I get he was asked about just him, but if you feel that way about him and him being a white artist,
Basically, what you're saying is he should have answered when he was asked about him. If he feels that like about all of his response should have been like, it's not only him. All white artists, I feel, generate a boost from their white.
right,
But the
right,
fact that he just singled out him is like why he singled out him.
right.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't respect him as a hip hop artist. It's possible. I can't speak for him, but based off his answers, but while I said maybe his whiteness is giving him a boost in the hip hop community, but I just feel like the white kids that consume the music mainly consume all the main genre of music they consume is the shoot 'em up, kill lyric artists that's on that plane. They love that shit and they buy that shit up. But Jack Harlow, for the most part, don't make music like that. That's what I'm saying. But man, maybe his whiteness is boosting his career. If you agree, let us know in the comments. But that's how I feel like. But for the most part, the white kids love the gangster music, so they love it. All the rappers talking that gangster shit and street shit. Whew. White kids love that shit, and that's what they consume. But I don't know. Like you said, he's a star on the rise. He's going to continue to ascend, but we'll see. Time will only tell. But what I'll say, shit, something closer to Jack Harlow, he could have brought up Post Malone because Post Malone was
Right.
He could have brought up Post Malone. That's a much similar thing. Even though he started hip hop and he kind of went like his own sounding way, but I feel like that was a much closer thing. You could have also brought about him, but maybe just rocking with Jack Harlow, and that's we're gonna leave that, and we're gonna move to a viral moment of the week. It was announced. It came out today. It's going viral. People obviously have their thoughts on this, but it came out today. Megan Fox confirms her and her husband, the same Young Kelly, enjoy drinking each other's blood. I'll say before I let Bree get into the conversation, whatever you're into, whatever you into, it's your life, live it. But what do you feel about her?
I actually told Devin I wanted to do it.
Oh my lord! Hey,
I want to be connected on a level like that. That's a level that's up here. That you gotta be up here. You just gotta be. I feel like even though I've been with Devin for 12 years, I haven't been on that level.
So you're trying to have your Twilight story with you and Dad.
You keep saying Twilight and all this evil shit, and I don't know why.
Twilight wasn't even evil. Twilight wasn't that evil.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
But earlier you said it was evil. I'm trying to figure out where you see the evilness in it.
No. I said
no.
Before we started recording, I said
you said it was.
No,
you said it was evil.
I picture when they say that. I picture them in a dark room, candles lit, and they just drinking each other's blood. That's what I said. I think that's what they do. That's just what I picture. That's just the scene. They said that. That's the imagery that pops up in my head. I don't know what they do. They could be doing
You
it.
don't even know what you don't
What?
even know maybe how it goes. Maybe they just pick themselves like with a little pick, and then like he sucks, and then she sucks, and then like
Yeah, Bree, that's my point. That's what I said. But when I was just telling you when I first heard the comments, what was the imagery that popped up in my
why
head?
do you think that? Like if I told you I wanted to do that with Devin, what would the image be in your head? Why is that?
I said Twilight. You want the Twilight story with Dev.
Which Twilight? We talking about Twilight like Belle and Edward, or we talking about like Twilight like demons and like spirits? Which one are we talking about?
I'm talking about the vampire movie, but yeah, I'm talking about like
they didn't drink each other's blood.
They did it. But that's just what popped up in my head.
I'm just saying they didn't drink each other's blood.
No, they didn't. They what was
right? So I'm confused.
That's just what pops up in my head. Listen, y'all talking about.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. They say that I'm gonna read what they say because what they say is
read that and then yes. So
because I feel like you just being judgmental.
I'm not. Before what I said, live your life, do what you're trying to do. Live your life, it's your life to live. But I was just letting you know what was the imagery that popped up in my head. Because they choose to do that, they choose to do that. I have what I say holds no weight on what they're gonna do, but that's just the imagery that popped up in my head when I first heard that.
It says Megan is trending after she told Glam that it wasn't a joke. Her and her man drink a few drops of their blood for ritual purposes.
See, look, keyword ritual, and then I'm back to the dark room, candles lit, niggas drinking each other's blood.
And she says, yeah, it's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purpose only.
What rituals they doing?
What do you mean with ritual?
I'm asking, what rituals are they doing?
She doesn't say what ritual.
Right, she said ritual purposes only, and with that word, it still doesn't sway the first pictures that popped up in my head when it was first stated.
What I'm saying to you is that you do other specimens of your partner.
Okay. All right. If y'all want to drink each other's blood, go right.
Wait, but answer the question. You do.
There's exchange of fluids, yes.
Right.
Yes.
On a regular basis. So what's the difference between those specimens and the specimens of blood? It's a serious question, Johnny.
The difference is one just doesn't feel like, my honest opinion, one doesn't feel like you should be doing. That's just...
But you haven't said why. You just keep saying you shouldn't. Why? You got to give a cause because blank, 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 blank.
I don't think that's drinking someone's blood. I don't think that's gonna have a. I could be wrong. I don't got the facts, but I don't think that's gonna have a positive reaction to your body. Your body's not gonna react to consuming blood.
People get blood transfusion every day, B.
All right, you have see that's different though, and even with that, shit happens.
They're not saying they drink a goblet of it; they drink a drop or two.
So they say. That's what they're revealing now.
She wouldn't say it. She wouldn't say it half-ass story, Johnny.
They're trying to be vampires. It's okay. You want to be vampires? Let them be vampires.
I think it's a level of intimacy.
I'm not gonna argue that. Maybe that's what they feel. Like they said.
Okay, but I'm just telling you that is a level of intimacy.
Okay.
People share other specimens from each other. Why not that? And saliva could be saliva. Saliva is the most dangerous yet dirtiest form of specimen. Yeah, people kiss every day.
What I'm gonna say is.
You get what I'm saying to you?
When you...
More bacteria is in your mouth. more bacteria is in your mouth than any place in your body.
But what I'm saying is,
and when you share spit with someone, you basically sharing your germs. I'm just saying, Johnny. I'm just trying to let you understand where I'm coming from.
But what I'm gonna say is, when you and Dad decide to drink droplets of each other's blood, y'all let me know how that goes.
I mean, I'm not, because again, it's an intimate. I'm not making Fox, so I'm not gonna share my intimate moments with you, Johnny. But what I'm saying to you is, if I'm with it because I understand it's like a level of intimacy. But what you're not understanding is you already share bacteria with the significant other. Why not share this? Like, Adam gave birth to his child. Like, what else can I do?
Become a vampire, apparently. Become a vampire, God. Then
whatever, Johnny.
Won't be able to see you in the daytime.
Everybody just thinks Megan and Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly, yeah.
Who's another white person who used. We should have talked about him too. Who used his white cards to get into the industry, but everybody thinks they're weird. But this one thing I agree with them. This is one thing. I hope, you know who I hope does this? I hope Travis and Kourtney Kardashian does this. I hope they share each other's bloods. I really do. You can put that face all you want.
No. I did a Google. I Googled blood consumption.
Okay. And what does it say?
It says it may be safe to drink blood in small amounts, assuming the blood is disease-free, but drinking more than, say, a couple teaspoons puts you in the danger zone. And it says why? Healthy human blood is rich in iron.
Okay, so it's not even bacteria, but Google if you could kiss someone and get bacteria. That shit would give you more bacteria than drinking a few goblets of blood.
What they call mono, the kissing shit? That's Mono's nickname, right?
Right.
The kissing, I just don't know the kissing.
Look at that. But what I'm trying to tell you is pricking your finger and feeding and giving it to Devin like he's Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors ain't gonna kill him, and it won't kill me. That's all I'm saying to you.
I just pictured you pricking your finger and just having Dev drink your blood. I just pictured that in my head. Oh my Lord.
He don't even gotta suck. He just got like that, and then it's over. Well, again, I won't tell you if it happens because that's intimacy. But I'm saying is I'm not against it. And
don't tell me how y'all did it, but let me know what ritual y'all do.
Fuck you, Johnny. We ain't doing no damn ritual. If it's gonna be done, it's just gonna be done out of intimacy. Jesus Christ, Johnny.
They said they do rituals.
I'm not doing the ritual part. I'm just sharing the blood, Johnny. God.
Listen, go for it. I ain't judging you.
I am.
I'm not judging you.
I don't care if you was judging me. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. Before we got on the pod, before we started filming, I just told you what the first image that popped up in my head when I read those comments, and then when you read the actual quote, same image. The quote itself still makes that image that popped up in my head strong. But hey, like I said, before we got into this topic, y'all lives, live how y'all want to live. But that's just what I thought when I first heard the comments. But hey, everybody got dreams. You want to be a vampire? Go for it.
Because I'm not sucking nobody else's blood. I don't understand. It's not like I'm going around with vampire teeth sucking people's blood, Johnny.
Yeah, but what if you take the drops of blood and now you got a craving for blood?
That's not okay.
I'm not saying that's how it works.
I'm just telling you that's not how it goes. But okay, I guess when you get married and you're 12 years deep and you want to spice shit up, come talk to me.
With that being said, that's a wrap.